This lesson will help you communicate more effectively in English by using the phrase "on top of that." Hi, I'm Steve, and this is Single Step English. When we're communicating in English and we have three phrases that we want to link together, one effective way to communicate better in English is to use the expression "on top of that." So, if we have two phrases and expressions, they can be good or bad information. The third time we want to use "on top of that" before the last expression. The meaning of "on top of that" is additionally or furthermore. You want to add more information. For example, yesterday I woke up late and I had no time to eat breakfast. On top of that, I ran, but I missed my bus. On top of that is a phrase we use when speaking English. When you are writing English for school reports or business communication, it is better to use furthermore or additionally rather than on top of that. However, for spoken language, it's okay to use on top of that. You can use this with your friends, some colleagues at work. It's quite natural. Here is another example of using on top of that. Here we go. Okay, tonight I will make dinner and I will also make dessert. On top of that, I will clean the dishes after dinner. I usually don't clean the dishes. Okay, now it's your turn to practice. See if you can use the expression "on top of that." Use it in the comment section below. Write 2 pieces of information. They can be positive or negative. And then add on top of that for the third expression or phrase. The key point when using "on top of that" is you use it after 2 expressions. However, you might hear people use it after 1 piece of information. It really is up to the speaker, but it is more common when people give 2 pieces of information and then use "on top of that." For example, a student might say, "I have a lot of homework to do. On top of that, I have a report to write." But I feel it is more natural to say, "I have a lot of homework to do and I have a report to write. On top of that, I have to help my brother do his homework tonight." So there we have 3 pieces of information. For the third expression, or the sentence, we use "on top of that." Also, regarding the word "and" when you're linking 2 sentences, you can use a rising intonation when you use "and." I have a lot of homework to do, and I have a report to write. I have to finish making this video, and I have to teach some classes. If I add another sentence to the previous example, I can use "on top of that." I have a lot of homework tonight, and I have a presentation tomorrow. On top of that, I have to work at my part-time job tonight. Not good. In this lesson, we learned the expression "on top of that." It is a very common and useful phrase and will help you communicate in English better. If you listen to English podcasts or like to watch TV shows or movies, you will hear the expression "on top of that." Now you'll know how to use it. Thank you for clicking the like button and for sharing this video. On top of that, I really appreciate your comments and suggestions. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.